Hi everybody, welcome to Mobility Monday. My name is Bart Hawkinson, physical therapist at Therapeutic Associates, Northlake Physical Therapy. Today we're going to talk about working either from home or at the office. Still a lot of people working from home. So we're going to go over my top 4 tips for good ergonomic setup when you're working on your computer. All right, so just like a house, good foundational alignment for your posture when you're working on a computer starts from the ground up. So here, I want to make sure that my feet are stable on the floor, and everything is going to build off of that. So here, feet are on the floor, and that gives me a good 90-degree angle through the knees, 90-degree angle up through the hips, and allows me to keep my trunk upright as I'm at my computer. If, for example, my chair were too high, now I have to stretch to reach for the floor, and that's going to cause me to eventually lose my foundational alignment, get into a little bit of a slump here, and kind of throw everything off as I go. So step 1, adjust the chair height so that you're at a good 90-degree angle through here, 90-degree angle through here. There may be a time where, say, the counter, the computer workstation is higher than would be ideal for you, or for some people who just aren't very tall, in which case they're going to be a little higher up on their chair than would be natural. In that case, the easiest thing to do is to actually raise the floor up by putting a small riser underneath their feet. So here you can see we have a 4-inch step. And if you're working from home, this is something that's easy to find. You can find them online, sporting goods stores. Now this is a little too high for me, but just as a demonstration purpose, you can see how that raises my feet up here and gets my whole body up a little bit taller if I need to be on a taller workspace. Say I'm working at a kitchen table or something like that. Versus if I'm away from it. Now my feet are reaching for the floor and I'm getting into that slump position again. All right, second tip here is to think about keeping your head over your shoulders. So a lot of people, if not nearly everyone at this point, are working from laptops, which adds some challenges because having the keyboard attached to the screen makes it pretty much impossible to maintain good position, good posture for any length of time while I'm working from a laptop. So if we're going to be spending any time working on the computer, the best solution is to add some external devices. So here you see that by adding a riser to my computer, I've made it such that I'm able to maintain good posture, good head over shoulder alignment. Now the screen is just below eye level, which is about where I want it to be. I've added an external keyboard so that now I can keep my arms near 90 degrees. Actually, this is maybe just a little higher than where it would be ideally. In a perfect world here, I would probably put this on a cradle here so that I'm maintaining a good 90-degree alignment using the external keyboard. And I'd have an external device here for a mouse not attached to the computer. The third point is to focus on your posture. So a good work chair should be such that the chair seat has an appropriate depth so that the bottom of the chair here, the front of the chair here, there's a little bit of space between that and the back of your leg. If there's not enough, if the chair back is too far back, then that's going to put you into a little bit of a slumped position here as your legs are going to try to kick out to get away from the chair back. Perched too far forward obviously is going to put you into an extreme position. So the chair back should be adjustable such that there's a little bit of space right here. I can slide a couple fingers and that the chair back contours with my lower back. Sometimes even with chairs, this is not ideal. And so there's some good external devices that can be added to the chair to help maintain that alignment. So I'm just going to focus on my posture here as I'm working a little bit to maintain that posture. All right, now I'm a big fan of these foam seat wedges. There's lots of these that are available. You can find them online, some of the office stores, lots of different brands. I don't recommend any specific brand, but you can just see here, it's just a simple piece of foam. They're very inexpensive. Small in the front, wider in the back. If we simply place this on the seat, right underneath the sit bones, so it naturally helps maintain that lumbar curve. And it just really makes sitting a lot more effortless. So I'm a large fan of these. If you're not sure if this is something that's going to work for you, the quick sort of test version is just go buy a small, maybe 1.5-inch 3-ring binder and just sit on the binder and feel what it does for your posture. Most people find that it really does help align their back much more comfortably. The final point is get up and move. What I tell people in the clinic is office ergonomics is not about finding a good position, it's about finding a less bad position. The human body is not meant to sit for long periods of time. So what I really strongly recommend to everybody is use your computer, set a timer either on your Outlook or you can get an external timer that goes off every 30 minutes and gives you a little alert. After every 30 minutes, just simply push away from the computer, stand up, a couple simple stretches, reach for the sky, gently stretching your shoulder across your body, rolling your shoulders, maybe reaching overhead again, moving your trunk from side to side, nice and simple, back down. Literally 30 seconds worth of stretching every 30 minutes really goes a long ways towards holding off some of those repetitive strain injuries that we get from sitting. I guarantee there's nobody out there that doesn't have an extra 30 seconds to spend every 30 minutes. Over the course of an 8-hour day, that's 4 minutes of time stretching. That's about what you're doing brushing your teeth. You should have plenty of time to do that, and it goes a long ways towards holding off some of those repetitive injuries that we get. All right, everybody, so we talked about my top 4 tips for staying healthy while working from a computer workstation. So again, just focusing on setting everything up from the ground first, focusing on the foundation. Second is focusing on keeping the head lined up over the shoulders and some tips to maintain that. Focusing on the posture, and we talked a little bit about seat wedges and how that works out. And then finally, the importance of getting up and moving, setting a timer, using your computer, apps on your computer, but just making sure that that happens frequently and easy. And other than that, just keep moving.